Hey there, volunteers. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Brian Sikorsky, and I'm the volunteer coordinator for the stage and show section of Orlando Love Remembering Our Angels. I just want to take an opportunity to say thank you very much for taking part in this very special, very humbling, and very solemn event. We're looking forward to putting on a wonderful memorial that will be very touching to so many people in our community. And this is not going to be able to happen without your love and support. So I just want to take a quick moment to kind of show you around and let you know what we've got planned to make it a little bit more easier for you. It's been kind of raining here all day long, so I apologize for my wet, sloppy look. So let's just take a quick second and show you around. All right, so we're here at the corner of Washington and Roslyn, and at 5 o'clock this section of the road is going to be closed down. But as you can see, throughout the area we've got different news trucks and everything already set up. This whole street is going to be closed off during the event. And then just kind of showing you around this section here in the Washington Plaza. This section in the foreground is going to be an arts plaza. There's going to be different arts that are going to be displayed. And then over here in the Ikeola Bandshell is where Orlando Love is going to take place. And then if you look over here, hey, take it easy guys. And then over here, this is fenced off. We're going to have a string quartet at one point playing, and then there's also restrooms here in our talent area. And this is the section here that's going to be where you're mainly going to be as our talent handlers. So let's go real quick over here, and I'm going to show you where we're going to meet as individuals and as a group. And this is the pathway that leads over here to the talent area. Now, you may have gotten some information from Cedric if you went through the official channels of Orlando Love, and it's going to tell you that volunteer check-in is here. You are more than welcome to check in there if you would like. That's more than okay. There's going to be a check-in area here for volunteers. But as far as I'm concerned, for the show and stage section, this tent right here is the blue tent, and this is going to be our talent check-in area. There will be a table here tomorrow, and we have one of our volunteers, Jalen, who will be working this tent. I'm working on trying to get somebody else as well, so we can give some support there. But I think one's going to be totally fine, but just in case, we're going to try to get a second. And this will be a place where we're going to meet at 3 o'clock unless you've been told to come in a little bit earlier. So this is where any of the talent or presenters or performers for Orlando Love will come in. This is the only access point. Orlando Police Department is going to be all around the park. We've told them to keep extra special attention to this entrance because this is the only place where talent is going to be able to get in. So we'll meet here around 3 o'clock, and I will make sure that everyone has the materials that they need to get with their groups, and we'll get you all paired up. There's 2 other tents that are over here in this area, and these tents are for Channel 13, who will be doing their interviews with the other bits of talent here and there. So that's what those 2 tents are for. So when you walk straight through here, this is where the talent holding area is. There's going to be food set up here. There's going to be drinks for any of the talent before they go on. So this whole area is going to be filled with all of the choirs and performing groups, as well as some of our dignitaries and special guests. So this will basically be where you are going to be during the show, depending on where your act will go. I'm going to be relaying messages to you folks about when it's time to bring your group on stage, and what we're saying is 2 acts prior to your group going on, that's when we're going to call your group backstage. It's going to be super important that you keep tabs on the people in your group. If you've got only one person to worry about, then that's a little bit easier. Just as long as you keep them in eye shot within that range, you can say, hey, it's time. You grab your person and take them to where they're supposed to go. I'm going to show you that in a moment. If you've got a group of 50 people, then it's going to be a little bit more important for you to say, hey, my 50 people, I need to keep an eye on you, keep you all together, so let's not go too far away. Keep your ducklings close. What I'd recommend is if you've got one of the larger groups, I'm going to recommend to you that you make some sort of sign that you might be willing to put over your overhead to say, hey, my group is ready, get with me, and we're gonna go on stage. So it might be a good idea to have something that you want to be easily found with your group. So this is again where the holding area is, and when you get the signal from me, or you see in the show run that it's getting close to your time, all you're going to do is you're going to come over here to the ramp, and this ramp will take your group backstage. Now, as a show and stage volunteer and a handler, you don't go backstage. Your passes won't allow you to go backstage, but you want to tell them, hey, it's your turn to go. This is where you go. And what they're going to do, just so you're aware, I'm going to walk you through where they're going to go. A large majority of the performers are going to come up the ramp, and they're going to go around the band shell, all the way around to the left. Now, just so you know, during the performance, at the very beginning, right before we begin, all 49 of the angels are going to come in. They're going to march down this path right here. This is going to be open for them to get through, and they're going to come up the ramp, and then they're going to line a double layer along the edge and the perimeter of the band shell. And they're going to be facing the band shell itself and have their backs to Lake Eola, as if all 49 of the angels are protecting the band shell during the performance. So as we walk around here, there will be all of the angels. It's going to be a tight fit, but each of the presenters and performers know that they're going to come around this band shell, and you just want to remind them of this. And we did have a tent break this morning during a rainstorm, so this will be cleared up and out of the way. And they're going to come around here to stage right, and you're going to come to stage right, and this is where they'll come on. And when any of your actors and actresses or performers come off stage, they'll be coming off on the other side and then going back. So then, in the event that you have a performer that goes on stage only once, then your job is done. If your performer goes back on stage again, then you want to meet them when they come off stage and then hold on to them. Specifically, all of the larger choral groups. You're going to want to get them again and hold them off stage. A couple of the individual choral groups, I'll email the handlers individually and let them know what's happening. But they may stay backstage. All right, so that's all the information that I think you need to know as far as handling and where things are going. If you're one of the people that are working with the color guard or the bagpipers, just so you know, the color guard is going to come in from the rear of the house from here, and the bagpipe crew is going to come in from this side. And if you're working with the color guard, you have a special job, and I'll be emailing you about that in just a few moments. All right, well, I thank you folks very much. If you have any questions, my cell phone number is attached to this email, and just let me know if you have any questions. Thank you again so much for all of your help, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.